Hey there, it's Dr. Jewa reading A Course in Miracles. This is day 3 of my reading the course. I'm going to be doing it for the next 365 days. I'm reading the text version here on YouTube. If you want the lessons, the 365 lessons that are in the student workbook part, I will be doing that on IGTV. So you can check out my feed on IGTV. I believe it's Dr. Jewa or it's Dr. Jewa, one of those two. And you can see that there. So I was reading the preface, which is actually quite long. This is day 3 of reading this preface. And I'm in Roman numeral 10, so I'm going to go back just a little bit to make it a little complete what I was reading. Perception is a function of the body and therefore represents a limit on awareness. Perception through the body's eyes and perception sees through the body's eyes and hears through the body's ears. It evokes the limited responses which the body makes. The body appears to be largely self-motivated and independent, yet it actually responds only to the intentions of the mind. If the mind wants to use it for attack in any form, it becomes prey to sickness, age, and decay. If the mind accepts the Holy Spirit's purpose for it instead, it becomes a useful way of communicating with others, invulnerable as long as it is needed, and to be gently laid by when its use is over. Of itself, it is neutral, as is everything in the world of perception. Whether it is used for the goals of the ego or the Holy Spirit depends entirely on what the mind wants. The opposite of seeing through the body's eyes is the vision of Christ, which reflects strength rather than weakness, unity rather than separation, love rather than fear. The opposite of hearing through the body's ears is communicating through the voice for God, the Holy Spirit, which abides in each of us. Her voice seems distant and difficult to hear because the ego, which speaks for the little separated self, seems to be much louder. This is actually reversed. The Holy Spirit speaks with unmistakable clarity and overwhelming appeal. No one who does not choose to identify with the body could possibly be deaf to her messages of release and hope, nor could he fail to accept joyously the message of Christ in glad exchange for his miserable picture of himself. Christ's vision is the Holy Spirit's gift, God's alternative to the illusion of separation and to the belief in the reality of sin, guilt, and death. It is the one correction for all errors of perception, the reconciliation of the seeming opposites on which this world is based. Its kindly light shows all things from another point of view, reflecting the thought system that arises from knowledge and making return to God not only possible, but inevitable. What was regarded as injustices done to one by someone else now becomes a call for help and for union. Sin, sickness, and attack are seen as misperceptions calling for remedy through gentleness and love. Defenses are laid down because where there is no attack, there is no need for them. Our brothers' needs become our own because they are taking the journey with us as we go to God. Without us, they would lose their way. Without them, we could never find our own. Forgiveness is unknown in heaven, where the need for it would be inconceivable. However, in this world, forgiveness is a necessary correction for all the mistakes that we have made. To offer forgiveness is the only way for us to have it, for it reflects the law of heaven that giving and receiving are the same. Heaven is the natural state of all the sons of God as He created them. Such is their reality forever. It has not changed because it has not changed because it has been forgotten. Forgiveness is the means by which we will remember. Through forgiveness, the thinking of the world is reversed. The forgiven world becomes the gate of heaven, because by its mercy, we can at last forgive ourselves. Holding no one prisoner to guilt, we become free. Acknowledging Christ in all our brothers, we recognize His presence in ourselves. Forgetting all our misperceptions and with nothing from the past to hold us back, we can remember God. Beyond this, learning cannot go. When we are ready, God Himself will take the final step in our return to Him. And that is the end of the preface in A Course in Miracles. And so the next time that we're together, I will start reading from chapter 1, which is entitled The Meaning of Miracles. And there are approximately, how many chapters? 31. There are 31 chapters in the Course of Miracles. And just for clarity's sake, when I am speaking of the Holy Spirit, they refer to the Christ and God and the Holy Spirit. And basically that's the Holy Trinity as we know it in traditional Christian religion. However, this is not a Christian text. They use the Christ and the Holy Spirit and God as reference points of energy. And this is what I would like to convey when I'm reading this. So, in energy, there is a law of gender, masculine energy and feminine energy. And so for a trinity to exist, mother, father, and son, you have to have masculine energy, feminine energy in order to create a third entity, which is the son. And so God is being represented as masculine energy, and the Holy Spirit is feminine energy. So when I'm reading the Course in Miracles, even though they refer to the Holy Spirit in the Course in Miracles as He, I will always refer to her as she, because that is her proper role. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 4 for day 4. And again, Sunday Summit, if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description, which goes to my Patreon site, and it's outlined there how you can have access to the Sunday Summit. All right, I look forward to seeing you. All right.